On this episode of Power Rangers News and Reviews, ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten our Ninja Steel review of so far of the first season, halfway point, since it's on hiatus at the moment, and our thoughts on the ending to Dino Supercharge and so on and so forth. Not to mention a few other things we're going to be talking about as well, and answering some of your questions from Twitter concerning Power Ranger types stuff. You get where we're going with this. Either way, this episode of Power Rangers News and Review starts now. It's Morphin' Time. Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Welcome, my adventurous ones, to an all-new episode of Power Rangers News and Reviews. I am your more phenomenal host, the Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe. I almost said the Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe. That don't make any sense whatsoever. Either way, on this episode, we're going to be talking about Ninja Steel, the ending to Dino Supercharge, and quite a few other things, including answering some of your questions from Twitter about Power Rangers related things that we've done or you want us to do. Either way, let's get started. On Power Rangers Dino Supercharge's ending. My God, what the fuck was Saban thinking when he thought of this ending? I mean, seriously, the writers, I would beat you over the head with a baseball bat over this ending, for God's sake. I'd go freaking gangster style on your asses, because this was the most terrible ending to the series ever, okay? And then the Christmas episode right after it, it don't make any freaking sense. It didn't make no freaking sense whatsoever. That the Rangers lost in their own timeline and stuff, and so they had to go back to the past and stop. It's just like, what in the fuck? It was just terrible, you know. And not to mention dinosaurs now. Oh, I mean, come on, are you stealing from Jurassic Park now? Are you stealing from Jurassic Park now? Frickin' dinosaurs being alive in our timeline. In the year 2016, there are frickin' dinosaurs alive. The series ending to Dino Supercharge was pathetic. Not great at all. We hated it. We thought it was the most weirdest ending ever. I mean, seriously, you've ended Power Rangers on some very weird endings and stuff before, but nothing like this. It was just like, wow, what a terrible ending to what was really a great series at one, at some points, other than the filler episodes that you kept putting in there that were just so stupid. Either way, our final judgment on Dino Supercharge, on Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge altogether, is basically 6 out of 10. I mean, you kind of ruined it with the whole bringing the dinosaurs to life thing and stuff, and making them in the real world kind of thing. And yeah, no. And that's pretty much how we feel on that. And now, Power Rangers Ninja Steel, the new season of Power Rangers. Whew, so far, it's okay. I'm not going to say it's the most greatest thing in the world. It's the most spectacular. God help me, it's so awesome. I'm just missing all that hiatus kind of show. It's not. Okay? It borrows elements from, like, Power Rangers, Star Wars, and maybe a few other things in between. Okay? And not to mention, Redbot is like C-3PO. He even acts like C-3PO at times, like, oh my, we're gonna die! No. Okay, Redbot is not exactly the greatest character to have on this show. Not to mention Ninja Steel. By the way, the whole hamburger debate, the hamburger morpher thing, sorry guys, that's out. When they introduced the Gold Ranger into the picture and everything, the hamburger morpher, not there, people. Sorry. You want that kind of thing, you better stick to the Sentai series. Either way, so far, Power Rangers Ninja Steel is not that fantastic, okay? It started off very dull, very boring, and not great. I mean, seriously, the first 3 episodes weren't that great. As they progressed into episode 4, 5, and so on and so forth, okay, it got a little better. So far, the series is okay, but not great, not spectacular, not something that I'm gonna go out and say I'm buying all the fucking action figures for and everything else in between. No. And not to mention, speaking of which, you should check out MR Toys' review on some of the Ninja Steel stuff. Okay, not to mention MR.WEENIEPRODUCTIONS, our friend John over there. He's done quite a few unboxings of the new Ninja Steel stuff, and already he's having complications with this whole launcher thing. I meant, seriously, it's supposed to launch the discs out of it or something, and it just nothing. So Bandai, you might want to work on that one. Either way, now let's get on to some of your questions. Okay, Pink Power wants to know what are our thoughts on them probably doing a Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel season. Well, so far, we, like Mr. Weenie has said, and from what I've heard and stuff, there is no plans to do a Super Ninja Steel season. It might just be Ninja Steel altogether, you know, not leaving the Super out of it for once. But that's so far, rumor has it, okay? Now, I am Green Ranger. I love it. These people will come up with some of the most fantastic names. I am Green Ranger wants to know what my thoughts are that Rita Repulsa in the new Power Rangers movie was the Green Ranger. I think it was kind of neat and interesting because there's always been skepticism as to how Rita got her hands on that power coin and stuff. You know, was she a Green Ranger? Was she the original Green Ranger? Or wasn't she? There's so many things that were left unsaid in the original series that the movie kind of made a little more perspective out of. Not to mention, Zordon was Red Ranger. Kind of neat. Okay. Let's see. No, that one's not Power Rangers related. Okay. Redbot27 wants to... Redbot27. Here we were just talking about that. Redbot27 wants to know if we'll be doing any Power Ranger toy reviews this year. Probably not. We're not too keen on the whole Power Ranger toy reviews and stuff. We kind of leave that to Bruno and Mia's channel, MR Toys. Let them do the reviews. Because where they've got money to burn and go out and buy all these amazing things or whatever to review and stuff, we're on a budget. We have to budget ourselves on if we're going to, you know, still have a show to run the next time around. So, sorry, but probably no on the Power Ranger toy unboxing stuff. But, we'll see. Okay. Morphinomenal wants to know... Morphinomenal. That's funny. Morphinomenal wants to know what are our thoughts on people stealing Bruno and Mia... another channel stealing Bruno and Mia's videos and trying to pass them off as their own. Oh, I already said this in my Power Rangers movie review towards the end of it and stuff. I actually told these people to fuck off and leave the shit alone. It's not yours. You can clearly see it wasn't yours, especially when you're trying to blur out the name and stuff. No. Sorry, but no. And let's see here. Oh, here we go. Well, we got a couple more in here. Catherine the Pink Ranger wants to know. Catherine the Pink Ranger? Wow. I guess somebody's a fan. Either way, Catherine the Pink Ranger wants to know if you believe that it was pure whitewashing when it comes to certain characters being cast differently compared to their Sentai versions. Not really, because in Japan, it's all Japanese people and stuff now, except for the Dino, that one episode of Sentai's version of Dino Supercharged and stuff. They brought about a white guy in it to, you know, play this certain character that was the purple Dino Ranger, okay? He was the original. Now, they tried this in the original, but they only did it for one episode, where he was in several episodes. I meant, seriously. He still did the whole, like, oh, my back kind of thing and stuff, but he wasn't as weak sauce as the American version. However, this is an interesting point, because we were just talking about this on the Adventurous Joe show when we were talking about white, you know, is Hollywood is racist or not and stuff. Okay, because whitewashing a character like Zack, who was always black in the Power Rangers series, and making him kind of like a mix of a Hispanic white guy, or whatever you want to call him, exactly his ethnic group, race, whatever, was the wrong choice for this. You know, if you're gonna do the whole thing and then making Billy black from a white character, you know, that's more whitewashing altogether. But at the same time, it's not exactly something new in this world. They're always changing things. There's always going to be different people doing different things. Okay. Dragon Zord wants to know. Okay, Dragon Zord. Love it. Dragon Zord wants to know if and when Power Rangers Dino Supercharged will be coming with the full series to DVD. Okay, that one is probably going to be towards the end of the year, because Saban, Lionsgate, they're trying to work out their stuff with places like Amazon and stuff like that, by putting out the individual DVDs as it is now and stuff. When the whole series is, you know, box set kind of deal, DVDs and stuff, it's hard to say, because right now a lot of things are just like made for a direct-to-DVD kind of deal. So it's hard to say on that. But there is one other point to this and stuff, that they might also do like a new box set kind of deal and stuff for the anniversary of Power Rangers that's coming up. I don't know. This is stuff that you just got to keep an eye out for and everything. Check out your Power Ranger news places that you get everything heard from. Check out Lionsgate, Shout Factory, and so on and so forth. They all do different things other than what they do on here. He also wants to know if Nickelodeon is doing a terrible job with Power Rangers. Quite frankly, I think they're doing a somewhat okay job. Not as bad as Disney did and stuff, but at the same time, Nickelodeon's pandering more towards kids than it is, you know, actual fans of the show and stuff. It's hard to determine whether or not, you know, Nickelodeon is doing a fantastic job or not. Now, in the case of Ninja Turtles, I kind of lost interest. You know, I finally kind of lost interest. It just kept dragging on, doing this, doing that, and just, yeah, I finally lost interest. But in the case of Power Rangers, so far, so good. Okay. Alright, last one. Zordon the Great wants to know if I've ever seen any more Power Ranger fan films. Actually, I saw one that was in the process of being made, but I don't know if it ever got completed. Because there was one that was being done by the guy who did the whole Zordon of Eltar thing and stuff. He was doing a new Power Ranger movie where he was going to be bringing in, you know, having them in their costumes for the first time and everything else. But I think he got shot down by the fact that, you know, Lionsgate was doing their own new version of the Power Rangers and stuff, because I haven't heard no more out of him or seen any more of his stuff. I mean, I don't know if he up and finally just quit. I don't know. Okay, and that's it, my adventurous ones, for all your questions at this time. What are your thoughts on Power Rangers Dino Supercharged's ending? Do you think it was a good way for Saban to bring the series to its end by having stole things from like Jurassic Park. Seriously. Not to mention the whole time travel thing. It really kind of screwed things up with that. What are your thoughts on it? We want to know it down in the comment section down below. We also want to hear on you about Ninja Steel and anything else you want to ask us. You know, write us at KingAtlas1977 on Twitter, or let us know in the comment section down below your thoughts on things, or if you got a question about certain Power Ranger items or things we could redirect you on. Just put it down in the comment section down below, or private message us. We'll always be glad to check out your emails and answer your questions. And that's it for this episode of the Power Rangers News and Reviews Show. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, don't forget to hit the don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you're new, leave your comments down in the comment section, hit the little bell icon so you're notified when our next new episode of Power Rangers News and Reviews hits the airwaves. And that's it. We're done here. Peace out. May the power protect you all. And it's morphin' time. From all of us here at the Adventurous Joe Show crew, we'll see you all next time on the next new Power Rangers News and Reviews Show.